Hi, Paula.
Hi, Els.
Wonderful to see you again.
It is, yes.
So, what
Especially
are we?
today when we're talking about Principle One.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Els, I'm going to ask you some questions around this today. And we know that that Principle One encompasses all other principles and is all about the truth of who we are. So, what I'm asking you is, what are we in truth? What are we in essence? And what does this mean?
Well, the principle says that we are love in essence. In essence, we are love, and we are not conditional love, but we are unconditional love. And love, unconditional love, is the same as unity. It's the same as one. We are peace, we are love, but we are just one. And we are with everybody and everyone. Are we the same one? um, in this unconditional love. And this unconditional love, I often say it's like the universe is like one big yes. So the love is the same as one big, living, always extending yes. Love, yes. And we are all one. And because when we look around, we all see form, but form is not what we are. Form is a form, and it's not the truth about us. We are not a body. We are not our thinking, our thoughts. We are not our emotions. And of course, they all are there, but we are not. That's not what in truth defines us. When we define ourselves as emotion or as a body or as a thought or as our car, or mothers often identify themselves as their children, or some people as their hair. We are mistaken. That's not what we are.
Yeah, so that probably rolls on quite nicely to my next question, which is you talk of the troubles in the world of being inconsistent with Principle One. So, um, when you think of war, abuse, political leaders come to mind. Um, how are those, how do those people, or how have they temporarily lost contact with this principle? Um, because I know that attitudinal healing is not concerned with what you do, it's only concerned with how you get there. But how do you get there?
How do you get there?
Yeah. Well, I'm
Like
just thinking of people in the world that you just, yeah, is their
people,
essence love?
people like you and me who have been confused also.
True, true, true.
Yes.
Yep, still
So
are.
yeah, when you think of yourself 10 years or 20 or 30 years ago, we can find the same confusion, and the same upset about what happens. And um, of course, I can understand that there's upset about what happens, but it's not our essence. So when when I get upset because I have a judgment about what happens, it gets me angry, or it gets me mourning, or it gets me upset. It gets me away from what I am in essence. So when I think I've suffered enough, that in that we maybe can find a reason to see things differently. And when I think, oh, I have to forgive Putin what he's doing, or I have to forgive Trump what he's doing, no, we can start forgiving our partners about what we think they shouldn't have done or shouldn't do. So when we start there, when I can forgive the people in my small surroundings, in my very close to me, I can feel that I can forgive myself also for the same. So that's where some room, inner room comes. And in this room, there comes a rest. And when there comes rest, there comes more clarity. And of course, sometimes things happen and you get upset again. But when you realize that you don't know what you are seeing, that you really don't know what's the meaning, you can take a step back and have a new look, have a new attitude towards what you are seeing, knowing that you have been there also, that you have done it also yourself 10 or 20 or 30 years ago. And when you realize that, there comes more compassion and there comes more understanding that we all walk our path and we go in different speed.
Mm.
So what I understand now, I didn't understand it 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
Mm.
So we all travel our own voyage. We all
Mm.
travel our own path. It needs willingness it really needs willingness, and it
Yeah.
needs a choice to be happy instead of to be right. When I want to
Mm.
be right, I will never ever find this spacious inner room in me. When I want to be right, it's everything is cut off. Are you guilty because of that? No.
Mm.
I'm not, no one is guilty because of that. It's just because we don't know how to do it in a different way yet. And the willingness helps you to divert the direction in which you look and the way where you the way in which you approach things that come in your path. I think that we are confused when we hurt other ones, when we hurt people. It comes from confusion, and when we are clear in our heart and in our mind, then we have no wish to hurt
Mm.
other people. We will
Yeah.
stop it,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
everybody has his own pace.
Yeah. Yeah. So stepping back first and giving it
Yes.
space.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Give ourselves space to stop
Yeah.
judging and give
Yeah.
other people space, to realize themselves, is this what I want or not? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And I like that reminder to practice on your partners.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
one.
The guru in your own home. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
always
thank you.
I always
Yeah.
think when you are able to stay calm in the presence of your family,
Mm.
it's like the university. You've done the university of the
Yes.
principles
Yeah.
and guidelines. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True.
So
I've got lots of people to practice on.
what's your
Yeah.
experience with that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I do have lots of people to practice with, practice on there. But I was going to ask you about the meaning of love, and because you talk about two kinds of love, um, that, what is the difference between this unconditional love and conditional love?
Unconditional love is not personal.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. Unconditional love is just it's the essence. It's just what is. And
Mm.
when I think I direct my love to that person and I don't to that person, that's personal love. And that's from duality. That's a love, and it mostly comes with fear. Because when I direct my love to that person, I probably think when they leave me, I'm devastated. Or when they hurt them, I'm devastated. Or, well, whatever comes. When they die, I'm devastated. When they leave me, I'm devastated. So when I have to act in a certain way that they stay with me. I
Mm.
can't live without that person, and that's not true. It's
Yeah.
not true.
So that's conditional love.
Yes. So
This principle is more about unconditional love, isn't it?
only about unconditional
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. So then how do we embrace it? How do we internalize it? And yeah, this truth that love is the essence of who we are,
So the
I
first
guess.
question is, are you open to that idea? Are you open to that idea? And when you ask yourself, hey, when you close your eyes and you go to the heart, with your alertness, you could say, with your inner alertness, not with the mind alertness, but with your inner, yeah, the inner voice, or the inner what's living inside of you. When you go to the heart and you ask yourself, what is my essence? So what's the answer that comes up? What's your
It's
true essence?
love.
Yes, of
Love.
course.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
say, well, how would you describe love? I don't know, but it's the best word I can find. It's a spaciousness. It's
Yeah.
uh, uh, it's inclusive. It's full of peace. It's joy. It's
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
uh, it's a kindness. It's compassion. It's just there in you. And when
Yeah.
you go back, or you go away from the thinking and the mind stuff, like it's like this, and that's a definition, and it's true, and I have to be right. When you leave that space and you go to, yeah, you go to the
Yeah.
heart space,
Yeah.
you will find an enormous space and kindness. And when you take that as the guide, with which you look into the world, uh,
Mm.
it's like you don't focus, like with your eyes exactly on that one, but you see it in a broader way. That's the principle comes when you don't when you see the whole and not the
Yeah.
fragments. Huh? When you see the essence and
Okay.
not the form,
Mm.
you will find out that life gets much easier, and that you become very sweet and soft inside, and that you have a
Yeah.
very kind way to deal what comes on your path.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah, because that's what I was thinking, else when you were talking then, is how do you practice it? And what you were saying, I felt like, yeah, seeing from your heart,
Yes.
seeing everything around you from your heart and knowing that you're connected
Yeah.
to
So
all beings.
I had to practice for myself for years, and the practice was, when I don't see love, I
Mm.
haven't looked it in the right way. So look again, have a
Mm.
new look again, have
Yeah.
a new peak, or find that love, and then it brings you on another track that's very kind and loving, and well, the conflict disappears from the way you
Mm.
look.
Yeah. Yeah. So look again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Els. I feel
Okay.
like I could listen to you all day talking about this, and we could probably talk all day about it, but yeah,
Okay.
no, thank you. It's
Okay.
been
Thank you,
great.
Paula. See you
Okay.
next time. Principle
Okay.
two next time.
Yes.
Okay. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.